Somebody say he got beat up, like hit in the back of the head. But I heard it was a kill shot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It definitely was that.
That kill shot.
Think about it. Think about the two words.
Oh yeah. So you seen that shit with Rondo Rondo? How they hit him in the water bottle?
Oh yeah. That was him. What happened?
Like it was an open water bottle, and he was like a drink it. And he was like, oh no, he's drinking this. Like poison.
Oh shit.
That's how they get me.
So it on the joint?
Yeah, we sure.
Check the rubber?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Shalom. Let's start by giving all praises, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
The honor to the apostle of Great Millstone. Shalom to like up there, those who are the faithful, they beloved, true sincerity. That's supposed to my soldiers of faith. So I pray for you days, here with a new lesson. And today's topic is the cup shall pass unto me. So I told somebody grab that scripture.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Right. And what is that cup? That cup is the cup of the wrath of the Lord. Because all nations, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, have tasted of the cup of the Lord. But that ultimate cup is going to come unto Esau in the whole world in its entirety within these last days. Somebody real quick, give me Jeremiah 25. It's around like 24, 25, something like that.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 1 4. All the kings of Arabia, all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert, all the kings of Zimri, all the kings of Elam, all the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Sheshach shall drink after them.
Right, so it said what? And all the kings which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Sheshach shall do his arms up. Go ahead, read it.
Verse 6. And all the kings of the north and near, and all the kings of the north far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Sheshach shall drink after them. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, the power of hosts, the power of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew because of the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, they refuse to take the cup and thy hand to drink. Then thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, ye shall certainly drink.
A painful death that they have. What's it? Liquor down his throat or something like that until his lungs filled up, something like that. It was one. I could be wrong, but it was one of those superstars during that heavy era of like the 70s and the 80s. And you know, they said he had an overdose or something like that, but come to find out through the autopsy that he force-fed liquor down his throat so much that it filled up his lungs. And they knew that it was a murder because nobody can drink that much liquor. It fills up the lungs that much, you know what I'm saying? So this is basically what the Lord is telling to the other nations, and predominantly Esau. If you don't want to drink, I'm going to make you certainly drink. We're going to force feed this down your throat because of everything that you've done to my people. You deserve everything that's coming to you. Esau, we all know that Esau likes to throw rocks and hide his hand, you know, but your treachery is no longer hid. Everything is out in the open now, man. Everything. Some way, shape, form, or fashion, everything is coming out to light. Because why? Because of the Lord opened the world up to the World Wide Web. So this is through the spirituality, the World Wide Web, be able to see and tell it all, man. This is how we able to report and give the things, the news topics, and relate to everybody the message of who's the devil, who we are, what's going on, and how this place is going to fall.
Isaiah 28 and 15. It says, because ye have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
And that's what these are done. They have made a pact with the spiritual demon Satan unto the end. And they don't even realize realize that spiritual demon Satan is deceiving them, you know, and and ultimately everything that they're doing, you know, they have made what lies their refuge. In Psalms 58, it tells you, somebody grab that Psalms 58, it's that 1 or 3. Yeah, I believe it's Psalms 58, 3. Real quick. Somebody grab that. Yeah, bring it up.
Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
So it makes sense why they have made lies their refuge, because they're hated by the Lord, right? They know they're hated. They know they've been rejected by the Lord. What else do we have? They show you in all of the movies, right? It's a so-called good guy. Something happens to him, and all of a sudden he turns bad forever. They show you the whole plot. Where did they get that from? They get it from the scriptures, man. But people don't look at it like that because why? You don't have the understanding of these scriptures, man. You don't really know what's going on in its entirety.
One more precept. Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
But they can't no longer say that. We can see clear. We can see clear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything is Christian clear to those who the Lord actually allows to see and those who want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many people out there that want to see. They see their own thing, but the chosen will actually see through all of the BS, man. And that's what we're doing. That's why we have to call it out day in and day out. We got to call out the BS. We got to call out everything in which we see, because we know that this whole world is corrupt. I started watching the show. It's kind of old now. So I'm watching the show Billions.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it shows you how corrupt this world is, man. Especially up at the top. The higher you climb within the society, the more corrupt it gets. You think nigga crime is something? White collar crime is. That's a whole nother level, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they do a little bit of time once they get caught.
Yeah.
If they get caught.
Uh-huh. It's just they act like they try to minimize the violence, but if it come down to it, they're gonna get down with the get down, man. You know what I'm saying? They just have a way of covering up because they have the resources, they have the power, they have the infrastructure to do all of these things. Jake don't have that because we on a low end of the totem pole. Even though that's all wicked at the end of the day anyway, but this is how Esau is able to control and manipulate the people. They have the power of the media. They have the power of, if you got a company, okay, let's see what dirt he got on him. Okay, we can blackmail him with this, and he needs this, and he needs that. We can do quid pro quo, and they can do all of that, man. That is how they work. They don't care about money. They care about the power, man.
Yeah, they can control you. Yeah, that's why in the kingdom we gonna be perfect. You know, we ain't gonna have the elite, the elect of us.
Right.
You know, if Yahweh Bashanal Shai, the elect of Yahweh Bashanal Shai, actually doing little backdoor sneaky shit, sitting. We gonna be perfect, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 51, verse 21. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. For thus said the Lord power, Yahweh, thy power hath pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
And that's talking about slavery. Why are we not going to drink it no more again? Somebody grab Nahum 1 and 9. There's a reason why we're not going to drink it no more again. You know, once the Lord deliver us from this particular captivity.
Nahum 1 and 9, what do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time.
That's right. Affliction meaning what? Slavery. Why? Because we're going to be perfect. The only reason why we went into captivity, the only reason why we're drinking of that wine, the only reason why we're in this position of difficulty is because we sinned against the Heavenly Father. The Lord said it was going to happen in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. So since the Lord is going to bring us into our country, which is the land of Israel, you know, he's going to perfect us. So there's going to be no reason for us to go into this captivity. Prophecy being fulfilled.
But it says, verse 23, Isaiah 51:23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, that which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. And pretty much, man, you know, this is the judgment that's going to go forth with our enemies, man. Okay, we're not going to be bowing down to them because right now, you know, or pretty much, you know, years past, man, you know, we weren't able to do what we're doing right now, man. You know, all right, the Lord is taking away the cup of trembling, man. That cup of trembling, pretty much, man. We are standing out here boldly, basically in the face of our oppressors, man. You know, pursuant to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. You see, you know, and pretty much, man, you know, Jake has always been in that state to where, you know, the so-called white man come around, you know, they you know, they want to be on their pretty much their best behavior, you know, and pretty much, or be a much more of a subservient spirit that comes upon them, man. To know that this man is in power and that you need to bow down before him, pretty much, man. You know, almost pretty much like how you would have the white man that needs to cross over a puddle. You know, Jacob would lay his body down so this man could pretty much walk over the damn puddle, man, to get to the other side of the street. You know.
You witnessed that. Remember back in DTA days and shit, when the Edomite was getting cut up, and then who came to his rescue?
Oh,
Nigga one good.
got it.
You know, pat him on his back, tell him everything was gonna be all right.
Right. Look at this. You know that whole thing is that, you know, we sick, boss. You sick, boss. We sick, boss. You know that house Negro spirit, man. You see, you know, but there's a whole new spirit that's out here in these evil times right now, man. And the Lord is raising up Jake on a spiritual sense, and He's raising up Jake in a carnal sense, man. You know, pretty much when you go into these cities right now, Jake is out of control, man. Okay, they're turning a lot of these cities upside down, man. You know, whether you have these people that are strung out on drugs, or pretty much if you have them mental patients, okay, all right, you got the youth, the teens that are out there, pretty much running amok. You see, no supervision. All right, there's no judgment that has been bestowed upon them, man. So they're out to do evil, man. Okay, and the police are doing very little in these cities, man. And this is the way how they want it, though. But Jake is pretty much terrorizing these other nations, man. You know.
Yeah, I got something real quick. You know, because brothers bringing it out, man. You know, everything that Jake doing is wicked. This is going to be passed on unto the heathen when we get in power. You know, those demons. And you know, the demons, they gonna always be there, man. You know, Apostle Paul said, "Do ye not know that we shall judge angels?" You know, we're gonna have power over the spirits, man. You know, and guess what? You know, we're gonna be perfect, all right? When the Lord activate that new covenant, and Yahweh shall come with healing in His wings, okay? And we're changed in the kingdom. We're gonna be perfect, but the heathen, they're gonna still be tempted by Satan, and they're gonna be what? Breaking the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, because in that time, when this time comes, when the kingdom comes, they're going to have to serve our power, all right? They're going to pay homage. They're going to have to keep the laws, you know, of the Lord, or if not, they're going to have to suffer the penalty. So, real quick, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 6. And Yahweh thy power will circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed, to love Yahweh thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of Yahweh, and do all His commandments, which I command thee this day. So that day coming, man, that he gonna have to drink that cup, and that cup is slavery. And at the same time, when you go into slavery, the Lord's gonna pull all those curses off of us, and they're gonna go on you. So really, what we're seeing now, really, it's going to be going into that changing of transfer of power. Yup.
See?
Yup.
You know, changing of the guard, so to speak. You know. Okay. I got something real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction.
Hey, what's the bread of adversity? Living in the ghettos. You know, the water of affliction, being cooped up in the prison system. You know, being the first fired, last hired. You know, driving while black. You know, just being the offscouring of the earth, man. You know, that's the bread of adversity. That's the water of affliction.
Right? It says, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
What they used to do to the prophets in the ancient world, they used to kill them. You know, so we're not going to be removed. They used to kill them and lock them up. So we're in a time now to where the Lord is not going to remove us. You know, thine eyes are going to see thy teachers. You're going to see the Lord's prophets. You're going to see the Lord's men. Why? Because there's a time and season for every purpose under the heaven. We're in the season of truth. We're in the season of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's name to be magnified, his word to be magnified. Here it is, destruction is coming, and you got to know and understand who it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we out here. That's why the Lord is allowing us to be out here. We out here off of permission, man. You know? And here it is, when you think it's okay to grab brothers up, that's only going to lead to your own detriment. We're talking about Edom. It's going to lead to your downfall as soon as you lay a finger on the Lord's prophets, because he's still bound by his word. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Man. Lord's standing on
It says, thine eyes shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left.
it. And that's the conscience. Like the scriptures say, blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him. You got some people whose conscience condemned them, and now they under IUIC. Now they under ISUPK. GOCC, all these other false camps out there, man. We all was listening to all of these various camps on the walk-in, you know, but then the Lord had the Spirit speak to us, as the scripture is saying, follow great millstone. This is the way, walk ye in it. And we continue there, and Lord willing, we endure all the way into the end to receive that grace. But not everybody, you know, received that mercy. Lord willing, some make it about that, but we know in reality, you know, the Lord got 2/3 that got to die. You know, and a great amount of them is caught up in those other camps, man. Or even in Christianity, Catholicism, and Islam. You know.
Hey, real quick, just to, you know, keep it fair, you know, the false prophets among, you know, the heads thereof,
Yeah.
the false prophets, because, you know, even though the Apostle Tahar say from time to time, the Lord elect will come about it,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but you can't deny the false prophets, man.
Yeah.
You know, but you is gonna have the elect, you know, among and scattered, but they gonna come out of that, man.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
As Isaiah chapter 19, verse 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he have determined against thee. And it pretty much is a twofold right here, man. This is pretty much, you know, the Lord sent his men out there and basically showing the nations their judgment, man, as we're doing right now. Okay, this is a terror unto Egypt, man. This is a terror unto these people, man. You know, okay, and pretty much, man, in a carnal sense as well. You know, Judah is pretty much wrecking shop out here in these last days, man. You know, okay, people are fearing Jake again. Okay, it is no more to where, you know, the entitlement, man. The entitlement of having Jake. This is why you see a lot of these Karens out here now, because subconsciously they understand that they're losing their power, right? Man. Okay, so they're trying to stand up for what they believe is supposed to be the right way of doing things, the old way of doing things. Right. You know, the good old boy ways. You know, the good old boy ways of doing things is over with, man. Okay, and the elites are pretty much showing these patriots, the patriots of this country that, okay, you know, they're pretty much the Trump supporters. Okay, they pretty much got them in line. All right, you cannot be so-called white supremacists. Okay, that's pretty much frowned upon.
And now you got Edomites who looking for Jake to save them, looking for us to save them. Right. After all this slavery, before, you know, we was separated, and here it is, Jake talking about being together, going through with Martin Luther King, right? And now Esau's losing his kingdom, but now he's saying we're all together. It's not about race. It's not about color. You know, right? and he right. It's not all about color. It is about nationality. Okay, and it's about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But these devils, they want Jake to stand up and fight for America. Right. You know, like, you know, because this was the greatest place we're losing it. You know, and you got dumb Jake doing that because they think they're patriots. Right. You know, the right way, the Christian and Jesus Christ and, you know, the what they call it, the Constitution. Right. You know, Constitution is right. Hey, the elites are deleting your Constitution. Right. You know, because they're breaking all of the rules. as your so-called founding fathers.
And Esau, he's pretty much known for gaslighting Jake, man. And you Jakes are all rolled up into this Democratic Party, man. Is really, these liberals are racist, man. They're closet racist, man.
Yeah.
Because when you look at these channels like CNN and MSNBC, they always make race a talking point. When you look at it, man, everything that they talk about is concerning race, man. Okay, they make it a talking point, man. So color always matters to this damn devil, man.
Yeah.
Color always matters to him, man.
He started that shit.
Yeah,
Color.
color.
Yeah, he started that.
You know what I'm saying? The classifications are what we are, man. Okay, this man is always hated you, man. Okay, and he's gaslighting you, Jakes. Okay, so it says, right? In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan, and swear to Yahweh hosts, and shall be called the city of destruction. And it's pretty much now you're seeing the various camps that are out there, man. We're speaking our native tongue, man, which is Hebrew, man. You see? Okay? When we're doing the high holy days as far as Passover is concerned, how we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yep, we're doing it, right? Lash Makadash. Huh. You see? And pretty much, man, we're that ensign, okay? It says, right? It says, in that day there shall be an altar unto Yahweh in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to Yahweh. And pretty much, man, that's what that is, man. Right now you're seeing in these various churches, okay, these camps, which is these churches, okay, it's pretty much, man, we're setting up an altar, man, to our power, man. Okay, so this is how the Lord is working in our favor, man. Okay, His word is being made manifest, man.
I got something. This is the book of Job, chapter 21 and 17. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out, and how oft cometh his destruction upon them? The Most High distribueth sorrows in his anger. They are as the stubble before the wind, and as the shaft from the storm, and as the shaft that the storm carrieth away. It says, the Most High layeth up his iniquity for his children, he rewardeth him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what pleasure hath he in his house after him, when the number of his months is cut off in the midst? Shall any teach the Most High knowledge, seeing he judges those that are on high? So how oft is the candle of the wicked put out? We don't see it enough, because Esau, his what's that, Psalm 73? He leave his substance to his
babes,
his babes, and they like an elastic, band. How you say that? Elastic band, like a band. Yeah. It all comes back together. Right. Well, with Jake, we all broken up. Hey, our parents wasn't rich, so it's up to the children, one of the children in the family, to figure it out. Right. And once he figured it out, then maybe he could be a generational blessing for us, far as living in the flesh and having a few goodies while he lived. Yeah. And paying his bills, he can help his family. And leave it as a Jake. But being that Jake is cursed, put money on it, his son is going to destroy the whole shit.
Yeah. And Jake, man, when it comes down to a family member passing away, you got the family members fighting over $108. We ain't got nothing, man. They want to fight the bloggers and the relative, the fighting over the,
grandpa's pension.
The hoop rod.
The rest bucket out in the driveway,
who they gonna lead the hoop ride to?
Jake, they don't create a trust. They don't know nothing about creating a trust. They barely create a will, so they don't know who go to what. There's no dispensation.
Hey, you look at Esau, hey, he have a business, and going to his office, he got the grandfather on the great grandfather on the picture showing the one that started the business.
Right, exactly.
And so you see how many generations that this wealth been lasted for them.
Right.
And hey, the elites, those who calling the elite, the global cult, the house of Esau, those who are calling the shots, pushing the buttons, they got it all. They robbed their own nation. They stopped the other Edomites from receiving the goods of this earth,
Yep.
the fatness of the earth, man.
Yeah, they were basically getting the crumbs off the table, man. And that's no more now. The forces, the golden force is being turned off, man. You know, and these Edomites are up in arms, man. Okay, and they're pretty much gonna lose everything, man. So they're not they're basically in the same position as Jake right now, man. Okay, you see, they're bleeding out their resources. The resources are drying up. Okay, they're bleeding out, man. You know, so now the agenda of what they're trying to do, man, is basically put everybody on that same playing level field, man. You know,
To make everyone a perpetual slave.
right? The haves and the have-nots, man. I got something real quick. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 41. If I whet my glittering sword, and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies, and will reward them that hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh.
But the Lord is all love.
Right.
They constantly, oh, that's the Old Testament. That's
Right.
the old.
Yeah.
Oh, the old is the new.
Yeah.
Right. He ain't changed.
They ain't changed. Only thing changed was the covenant.
Hey, piss him off.
Yeah.
And see if he changed from being who he was before. Just piss him off.
Right.
You got that Edomite on Twitter. See, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Yeah, right. That was hilarious.
It says, I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O ye nations!
But they tell you to love your enemies. That's what the Christian church tell you. Christian church tell you to love your enemies.
And how does where does that left you, Jakes? With that concept of thinking, man. Where does that left you, man? You know, time after time, man, you just continue to get bad advice, man.
Yeah.
Okay, bad, and you make bad life decisions, man. Your life has not changed from the garbage that's been shoved down your throat, man.
They still eat McDonald's.
You know, hey, 2023, man, you still eat McDonald's. You got demons on you, man.
Hey, remember the year? I don't know if it could have been before 2020, but remember the incident that happened when the Edomite cop, she was drunk and she actually went inside she was looking for to go inside her apartment, but the key wouldn't fit. And then I think she broke into another the apartment that she thought was hers, and she saw a black man, a so-called black man, in the house, and she shot him. You know, she shot him, and I believe she killed him. If I'm not mistaken, I think she killed him if she didn't. But all I know is that when it came to go to court, right? They had it, you know, they went to court. They had a black judge and the black woman. She had a blonde hair, you know, and they up there. I think the family forgave her.
Yeah, they actually gave her a hug and
Yeah,
right?
right. That's a prime example of what the brother was talking about, or the scripture's talking about, man. You know, because here it is. You had a chance. The Lord gave you a chance to slay that devil. Just one, you know, out of 100 billion, you know, whatever. But just one. But here it is. You hugged him and you forgave him. You know, this whole lie of forgive your enemies. See, the scriptures talk about, you know, forgive your neighbor because they're Israelites. You know, but not your actual enemies. The Most High has enemies. You know, he only chosen one nation, and that's his people. So anybody outside of your race is really your enemy, because they pose a threat against you. They have another race. They're not Israelites, man. You know, and that's how it used to be in the past. You know, when we used to go to war. What you think King David and them was going to war against the Philistines? You know, Moab, Ammon. You know, remember when we came out of Egypt and we were going through the wilderness, we took down all them Hamite nations. You know, even what's the name, Moab. He was thinking, because we had just beat up Ammon, and the Moabite king thought he was next. You know, that's what is it, Balak? He tried to get the prophet to put a curse on us.
You're right. Yeah.
Balak. Yeah, he tried to get the prophet to put a curse on us, but the Lord told him, no, I'm with them. You know, you can't curse the Lord's people if the Lord is with them. You know, it don't work. You know.
Guys, let me finish up real quick. This is Deuteronomy 32, verse 43. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people.
That's it.
Can't get around that.
To go into that, and that goes into like the brother had read about how often is the light of the wicked put out, and as often as you have these people in captivity, because in the process of time, The prophets would come out, you know what I'm saying? They would speak up for his people. The people would get it. They would turn to the Lord, and then the Lord would save them. Now the elect is waking up. So it's only a matter of time.
Pursuant to Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, the prophecy was that us going against the Lord, that we were going to be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So the nations pretty much have the Lord's merchandise, pretty much, man. And pretty much to this day, you're caught red-handed, man.
Precious jewels.
Yeah, your precious jewels, man. Okay, so all you nations, pretty much, man, we scattered throughout four corners of the earth, and you nations are in the possession of stolen property, man.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You see? So let's put that anything else aside that you have done. Just on that merit, you're gonna be destroyed, man.
Man.
Okay. So there's a lot of ass whooping coming, man.
Yeah. Hey, we don't belong to you devils, man. And now, here it is. The Lord is, making our prison sentence about, making it up, giving us a day out, and Esau's trying to,
Day to wake up, day.
And Esau trying to move the goalposts and keep us in prison longer. This time he wants to permanently put us in prison by forcing you to go and take that karaka. And that's the major prophecy that's coming. We prophesize it all the time, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashanal Shad. But when they roll that thing out and tell you got to take this or else, and you take it, you become a perpetual slave. You make Esau, you make this devil your God, man, your power. And really, jokers may look at that and laugh, but if you go into the technicality of it, it's technology. So it takes over the body, it hijacks your brain, it hijacks your body. So he literally can buy a computer, a powerful computer, AI, and manipulate your feelings and things like that, and read your brain, man. They tell you this right in your face through the fourth industrial revolution. The WEF, World Economic Forum, they're telling you to your face. So it's amazing how, man, I say it's amazing, but it's the Lord, how powerful Yahweh Bashanal Shai is and what he does. Because you got Israelites that know they Israelites, but here it is, they don't have the vision to see. And the scriptures tell us about not being ignorant to Satan's devices, least he have an advantage of us. Right. And these guys are keeping, they're not warning the Lord's people the right way. And they're making Satan to have advantage. He's not supposed to, because we're not supposed to be ignorant. That's why the Lord set up watchmen for Israel. Not all these different kids of false prophets. False prophets are not watchmen of Israel. They are against you, but they look like you, they act like you, and they're not warning you. So joke is that you out there looking for a way in and trying to learn. You watching the brothers. These stuff you have to know. Use discernment of who you learning the word to, word from. Excuse me. Who you learn the word from.
And these people are pretty much bought and paid for, man. These hirelings, man. Because when that karagma pretty much is being rolled out on a silver platter, they're gonna run to Romans the 13th chapter, man. And they're gonna try to apply that, man. But what did the Lord say, man? Okay. What did the Lord say? The Lord said, if you take that karagma, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There's a judgment for taking it, man. It pretty much it identifies what it is, okay, all right, and then all right when you read into the next chapter, right, this 14th chapter,
yeah,
right?
I got it.
Right. You got it.
Yeah, this is Revelations chapter 14 and 8, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is falling, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
But we're seeing that right now through the Spirit, man. Okay, it's gonna physically happen. Okay, but we're actually seeing it. We're actually seeing it before it's really in hindsight. We're actually seeing it.
Yeah, we brother. Hey, we actually seeing it, man. Because just a little thing with Joe Biden. He fell again.
Oh yeah.
And what is Joe Biden of? He's the king of Babylon. He's the king of Babylon. When you see the king fall, the kingdom's falling. When the king fall, the kingdom's falling. That's a sign. That's a sign, man. When the king fall, the kingdom's falling, man.
Right. Hey, brother said that you look like a little toddler.
And you would think they would edit it. They think they'd take it out.
Yeah. That's live.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hey, that's live and direct. And that was in front of the straight supposed to be the navy, the strength
Right.
of Babylon.
Right.
You know, in front of the servicemen that's gonna hold this place down. You know, and behold
Right.
their king.
Right. King fell. Hey, you had something? Go ahead.
No, somebody else.
Yeah, I'll finish. Yeah, he got something. Speak up, Bob.
First talking about Biden falling, he saw kingdom going down real quick. Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Pretty much, that's how fast the white man fall into foolishness.
Yeah, within 1 hour. Yeah. Just like in Romans, it speaks about how Lucifer, how it go? Man.
Lucifer, thou son of the morning, not thou fall from heaven.
Yeah.
Isaiah 14, right?
Yeah. Oh, Isaiah 14, Slacky, my bad.
Let me say too, man. You hear how like some younger dudes walk by, man. You know, pretty much when all this thing goes down, they're gonna realize, man, this is what they were talking about that whole time. You know, all hell gonna be break loose out here, famine. They realize like, hey, those people in them garments, whatever. This is what they was talking about. You know, we was hip to it early.
Don't wait until it happens, man. You can't wait until it happens. You can't wait to repent. People want to repent until when it's happening.
Yeah, that's Jake.
You know,
That doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
That's like, look, we gonna buy guns in the middle of the shootout.
Yo, let me get that right
Yeah,
there.
you getting
I need
shot
that.
That's like,
Yeah.
That's to show
oh,
you,
you just shooting that little shit.
it's to show you they don't have no faith.
Right.
They don't want to use faith, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be praying to the Lord, man, with bacon breath. You know?
Yeah, and a blunt. You know, now you got blunt smoking Israelites out here, man.
Oh,
But back to the scripture, right? This is Revelation 14:9, and the blue letter. You know, they got a little title there. It says, "Doom of the worshippers of the beast."
See? Doom of the worshipers of the beast, man. Okay, so now these people trying to bring in Romans the 13th chapter, you know, being subject to the higher power, you know. This is what they're gonna try to bring in, man. These people that are bought and paid for, they're gonna come with that. Okay? You can read that scripture all day, but what did the Lord say here in the book of Revelation?
It says, Revelation 14:9, and a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh."
And you're gonna be destroyed right along with your daddy. You know, you're gonna be destroyed right along with him because these people that are basically the hirelings, okay, are gonna bring in Romans the 13th chapter to try to counter anything that's gonna resist that. You see? But what did the Lord say about destruction, man? Destruction is going to be coming to people that's going to receive it, man. Worshiping the beast in his image, okay, and receiving his mark,
Right.
man.
And notice it said his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Now what just went and made the news and articles was Elon Musk.
Right.
The FDA just approved human trials. Yeah,
You see that?
Yep.
So everything's all coming together, man. Everything's all coming together to fulfill this prophecy of the Quran, man. You see?
And I can't wait for that because when they finally go ahead and they probably already got it, you know, and they doing that filming now probably. You know, Esau already be ahead of what he ever got going on.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the people who they already put in their head, they filming, making their own, you know, videos, cutting them up and waiting to put it out there. Because when they put it out there, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of jokers, you know, that have these extraordinary abilities because this person was paralyzed. It's a miracle. He's about to show you his miracle, man. You know, as the scriptures get into too.
Right.
You know? But it says verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead."
And who's that beast, man? Who's that beast? Who's that beast? Okay, all right. That's gonna be basically here Babylon, pretty much EU. All right, they're all on board with this whole thing. Okay, and they're all in cahoots with rolling this thing out, man, to the whole world, man. NATO, okay, NATO, which is the military power, man. Oh, okay, all right. And the financial side of it is pretty much in EU.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm glad you said that because you reminded me, Dabu, you know, we watch from time to time, the reporter, he reported, this was about maybe a year ago, or maybe, I forgot how long, maybe a year ago, I said, but he reported the general of NATO, one of them, I guess, stated basically that if we don't get on board with what they have planned for us, then we're gonna have a rough 7 years ahead of us, or something like that. I forgot exactly what it said, but it says something like he mentioned in one of his speeches or an interview or whatever. It was an article being read. He said basically if America don't get on board with what they have planned for us, then we're gonna have rough years to come. All right, just roughly paraphrasing what he was saying. You could probably dig it up if you look for it. I remember he posted that, and that's from who? One of the generals at NATO. And they have a World Army, UN, United Nations, and that's who WEF work for. Basically all, they're the spokesman for NATO. The world leaders and countries banding together. That's the beast, man. All right. It says, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup. Look at that cup again. It says, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
And the Lord's speaking about also with that glittering sword, man. Okay, that glittering sword. Okay, and then the blacksmith that blows the coal, man. Okay, these are the weapons of his indignation, man. Okay, those thermonuclear missiles, man. You see?
Yeah, that's the ultimate judgment. That's straight up the last. That's Armageddon. Now you got a lot of things that's gonna happen before that. Let me say the anarchy, the brothers is through the spirit. Next year, 2024, could be the election, the purge. How they put the purge movie together, and hey, it don't look good for this place. This place is let me say a Babylon is also in transition of taking us from the Federal Reserve note into a permanent digital money, a digital dollar, or let's say a digital credit, all right, which is backed by the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. And they talked about Fed now, that's not the MOTB. All right, and they talk about that taking its really action. I think July 1st or something like that, maybe June 1st, one of them, July 1st. And you're gonna see more banks close, and it's a transition. So this means that what they're doing is about to really be a reset, as they called it. It's like a reset, because everything gonna have to start over and then be brought up in this new digital way that they can control you. This is why we need Yahweh Shai, man, to save us from this devil's wicked genius, man. His genius, how you say it? He's a genius, but he's wicked. His madness, because there's no way we can live like that. And then if he has his way, this also makes the Most High a liar. If he can chip everyone and turn us a transhuman, then there's no need for the Most High to think upon the Most High existence, because it's him that's the Most High. Esau has his way, so we know he's not the Most High. It just proves that the Father is going to send his Son to demolish this devil, man.
Like
this is the
scripture you were saying, tempt not the Lord. And the devil will be enforcing the Lord's name, so to speak, man. That's another reason why, just off of that alone, the Lord's going to break Esau's fucking neck.
Yeah, and Job 14 says, matter of fact, I get it. I always quote it. I'll get it real quick. This is Job chapter 14 and verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So this is a boundary that the devil cannot pass. He's not about to go against nature and win. He's not about to stick his thumbs in the Most High's face and get away with it. Tempt the Lord and the Lord not do nothing. Our power is not asleep. He's not on vacation, with Elijah. Our power exists. His name is Yahweh. That's the Father, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai.
Hey, this movie I just watched it last night. It's called Infinity, and in this movie, it's basically like how you have two sets of people who remember like their past lives. In one set, are people they cool with it. They cool with how they keep coming back and they learning about themselves. But then you have another set of people that don't like the fact that they keep coming back. And they want to destroy all life because they know that you come back in the flesh. And then there was a part where one of the guys from the bad side, if you will, he was questioning one of the guys from the good side, and he was telling him like, I hate the fact that I keep coming back. I hate this repetitive life cycle. And he's like, you don't understand, it's faith. He's like, faith? I'm tired of faith. I need to talk to God. So that's how Esau feels, man.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's the book of Romans. Let me get that. That's Romans 13 and start at verse 11. And that knowing it's Salaki 9. Let me go to Romans 9. This is the book of Romans 9 and 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid.
Right. So Esau will keep coming back being hated. You're gonna try again. You're gonna come back being hated. Try again. Come back being hated. It's like the brother read. How often is the light of the wicked, the candle of the wicked, put out?
It says, "For he say unto Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion."
Esau he had a lot of mercy, man.
Right.
Lord, this devil been ruling since the Greeks, man. He took you out during the Rome and he brought you back. Like scriptures say, the dragon that was wounded and came back, roughly paraphrasing.
Right.
They showed you a lot of mercy.
Right, because he came back into power.
Yeah.
Yep. It says, "So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy."
The Most High. For the most part, Jake ain't trying to rule shit. But it's the Most High that already wrote it in the power for us to rule. Starting off with the elect. Starting off with Yahweh Salah, and then with the elect.
It says, "For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth."
Right? Because the people are going to look at this devil as if he's a god, like they said in Acts 12. They said, surely it's not a man, he's a god. Then an angel came in and killed him. So at the point where the people are looking at him as a god, then that's when the Lord will say, okay, now he's a so-called formidable foe, if you will.
It says, "Thou wilt say then unto me, why doest thou?" It says, "Thou wilt say then unto me, why doest he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? Nay, but O man, who art thou that repellest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?" And that's it. The Lord have created you that vessel unto dishonor, and he created his Israelites, starting with the elect, unto honor. So the Lord fitted you right for the destruction because he's using you. That's why we go back to the classifications of men. You have three classifications. You got the sons of the wicked, which is Esau. All right. You got the sons of the sons of man, which is the other nations, and then you have the sons of the living power. That's the Israelites, man. And these are the three classifications of men. The Lord created you to be the wicked. You've shown it. He proved it. He is Esau Edom.
That's why they over here trying to make people take that damn, pretty much conform to allowing Moles to be in their country, man. And the whole EU was on board with that shit, man. That means France, all them Edomite nations, man. That goes to show Deuteronomy 32, man. Divine is a divine and sovereign. They should be ashamed for pushing that shit on other nations.
Yep, like it says in Revelation 16, even at a certain point in time, those that were Confederate at one point, they gave their mind to the beast. They're gonna burn that. They're gonna burn it.
Oh, I got Numbers 35.
Bring it up.
Numbers chapter 35, 33. It says, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, blood, it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So the Lord, that means that you know, the Lord is going to recompense tribulation to those that troubled us, and that means He's going to right the wrong. Most High is justice. He's a perfect, you know, fine balance and justice. You know, He's going to render you what you deserve. You know,
And the Lord allowed every nation to rule. Every nation of all the 18 nations, they all had a chance to rule. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the nation of Israel is going to rule forever. That's fair. That's fair, man. Even his chosen, he put in slavery. You know what I mean? I got a
this is Daniel 9 and 11. It says, yea, all Israel have transgressed our law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him, and he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem.
Right? You can find that in Deuteronomy 15 verse 28 chapter 15 verse on down to 68. Okay, or in a nutshell.
That proves too that you can't say the law is completely done away with, because the law is completely done away with. You know, why are we still in this captivity, man? The Lord is still looking at our iniquities. And then according to the Old Testament, even the Lord allotted, you know, the year of Jubilee, to where you would have to let your servant go free. You know? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming back. Those missiles, you know, they run side to side with that art by Nietzsche, man. As soon as you think you're going to lock everything down, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to have them nations, all right, shoot missiles on you, know, shoot missiles on all this, on America, all right, on the, you know, peace and the EU, they all going to be destroyed.
Hey, look at the contradictory, and then just made a point that triggered my mind. You know, you got people saying that the law is done and away with. If that's the case, then sin is done and away with. Why you go out here and talk about this person sinning, that person sinning, if the law is no longer in existence?
Right.
So that just cuts that concept.
Right. Well, no, I was gonna say, if that's the case, then there's no need for fight for righteousness.
Right.
You know, because you know, sin, there's no sin, and no right, exactly. Yeah.
If there's no law, then there's no sin.
Yeah.
Then there's no right or wrong.
Do whatever you want. YOLO. No, do as thou wilt. You know?
You can't go nowhere.
Right. Right.
Damn Christian.
Steve is coming.
And then you know that's not true, because here it is, we all still die.
Right.
You know?
Right.
We don't live forever.
Exactly.
So you know, you suffer the consequences for what you did.
Exactly.
You go and murder somebody, then somebody come murder you.
Yep.
You know? So it's like you can't do what you want. So this is not the kingdom of heaven. This is fucking hell.
Hey,
You know?
we still see them chariots, and not the scripture say that the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom.
Right.
Yeah. See, no matter which way you slice the dice, you get cut. You get cut.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so with that, we're going to say what's edifying. We'd like to all praises, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
Shalom to the fountain of the no stone, and shalom to like I'm dead, to the baby, my mother, and Shirley. Shalom to the brothers, my comments.
Shalom. Yeah, it's gotten cold.